back. No Jazzy today, but I'm back with my good friend, Geordie. Geordie, how are you, mate?
I'm good, mate.
You
Big
might-
shoes to fill. Big shoes.
Big shoes to fill. You might also know him as YouTube megastar, TheOzzyJedi. Had you on 12 months ago. Can you believe it's been 12 months already?
I actually can't. I was genuinely scrolling through the Spotify of the Heaps About Nothing page yesterday, and I was like, it's genuinely been over a year. That's insane.
I can't believe we lasted as long as we did.
Yeah, neither can I.
So it's been 12 months. It's actually been a little bit over, 50 odd episodes to go. What have you been up to? How's the year been?
It's been pretty good, actually. I can't lie. Managed to get another channel off the ground, which has been nice.
Oh,
Had a few trips.
where you been? Where you been? Tell me about trips.
Went to Melbourne at the start of March and went to LA a couple of weeks ago. So it's been good.
LA. Talk to me about LA. What are you doing over there?
So we got invited out there by EA
Yeah.
to play Jedi Survivor. That new
Yes.
Star Wars game that's coming out. You're excited for it too, yeah?
Always excited. Yeah.
Always? Yeah, nah. So we got to play that. Basically meet a bunch of developers, shitload of YouTubers, and then have a good time.
So they just reach out. They go,
Yeah.
Aussie Jedi, we need you to come out here. New game. We need you to come out here. Fly out. All expenses paid.
All expenses paid.
Now EA, do they spend up? Did they go the first class? Did they go
I
the
had premium on the way back.
premium
I was
on the way?
I was
Just the one
economy
way.
on the way there. I was caught in between two people. Both of them knew each other, so they're talking across me the whole trip.
Yeah.
15 hours, not fun. On the way back.
So no stopover.
Love
Straight
it.
up.
Nah, all right. So we were originally supposed to fly from Adelaide to Sydney.
Yeah.
We got caught in the tarmac for an hour, so we missed the layover flight.
Oh no.
So then we had to fly down to Melbourne after 7 hours at Sydney Airport, and then we flew to LA.
Not worth it. I would have gone home.
I was seething.
What about when you got there? Penthouse or just a little hostel
It's actually
room?
really, really nice. We were like just off Hollywood Boulevard, so it was like right in the center, and it was small, but it was like really, really nice. Yeah.
And so what? You go to is it a big event, like a big celebration, or what's going on?
Well, we were there for 4 days, I think it was. The first day was pretty much just meet everyone, have some food, because there was like hundreds of YouTubers there. Meet them all. And then day 2 was Disneyland. All expenses paid,
Disneyland.
Yeah. Got to go to the Star Wars world there. And then the next day, we were actually there, what we were there for.
How was Disneyland?
It was pretty good.
Have you been before?
I'd been to the one in Paris when I was like 7.
That doesn't count.
It doesn't.
That doesn't count.
But yeah, fuck Americans, man.
So
They're a loud bunch.
Star Wars World at Disneyland. I don't
Yeah.
reckon I was there when I was.
No, it's been about 4 or 5 years. It's pretty good in there. Fucking expensive though.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So then we get to this game testing.
Yeah.
Is there a big event? Is there lots of people there? What's going on?
It was like the security was insane. They were like,
Oh, really?
They were like 12 massive, huge security guards, like metal detectors, everything. You had to show your passport to get in.
Because this is like
This
because
is
it
like
hasn't come
lockdown.
out yet.
No.
So this whole event was for this game.
Yeah, so it was like a full-on lockdown event. You weren't even allowed to film in certain areas. If you did, they'd kick you out. So
So it's like a casino. Once you get the phone out to start the
Yeah.
film, and they just get hey, none of that here.
yeah, it was like a full-blown event. They had like, I think it was 150 like computers set up with the game on. Had the games director there. Had the actor show up at the after party. So that was good. But yeah, it was a pretty big event.
So how's the game itself? You got to have a crack at it.
It's actually really good. Like I was glad that it was actually really good, because I was like, everyone's just gonna say, "Oh, you're just shilling because they paid you."
Yeah,
Go over to LA.
yeah.
Didn't even have to shill because it was actually really fucking good. So
If it wasn't good, would you have said so?
Oh.
Because there's a lot of people that will just go and just say it regardless, won't they?
yeah,
But lucky that didn't have to happen because it's good.
I'm lucky.
It's
I was
lucky.
like, thank God I don't have to fucking even contemplate shilling for this. But no, it was genuinely really good.
So this is a sequel to Fallen Order
to
that
Fallen
came
Order.
out 4 years ago.
Yeah,
Something like
2019.
2019. And it's a much better upgrade.
Much better in every way. Yeah, it's gonna be good.
That's good. So what else was happening at this event?
So it was pretty much like, apart from everyone vlogging the entire thing,
Yeah.
talked to the developers, had an interview with 2 of the developers. I can't remember their names.
Uh-oh.
That's so bad of me.
That's all right. Let's hope they don't listen.
But yeah, we got 4 hours of the game, got to play it, and then went back to the hotel, and then we had the after party, which was pretty
After party.
after party.
Whoa.
Press, creators, developers, a few big names rocked up. So
You have to drop some big names.
All right,
Who'd you bump into? Who'd you meet? And who'd you see? And then who'd you meet?
Well, pretty much everyone I saw there ended up meeting at some
that's
point,
all right.
so that was nice. Cameron Monaghan, so
Yeah.
he's from Shameless.
Yeah.
The gay guy in Shameless.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. And he's also the Joker in Gotham, that TV show.
Yeah.
And he plays the lead character.
He plays
in
the lead
game.
character.
So he showed up and he was like, it was like he wanted to be there. Like, it
Okay.
wasn't like,
So it's
just-
pretty down to earth.
yeah, yeah. Like, you take a photo with him, then he'd ask you a question. So he was really good. And then the dude who created COD, if you don't mind, walked in the door.
The created COD.
Money Bags, Vince Zampella.
Did he start it all?
Yeah, Infinity Ward or something.
Okay,
He was the
yeah,
CEO,
yeah,
so yeah, he rocked up, and so we're like standing in a circle. I've got old mate YouTubers on the left, all
Yeah.
these dudes I've known and watched for 5 years. On the right, I've got Vince Zampella, got Cameron Monaghan over there,
no.
just talking in circles, and it was the biggest like imposter syndrome moment
Oh
ever.
my God. So, who are some of the other creators that were there? Some big YouTube names as well?
Yeah, none like Dr.
No.
Disrespect or anything, but like
That'd be all right.
Eckhart's Ladder.
Yep.
You know him?
Yep.
I was chatting away to him for 5 minutes and had no idea it was him because I'd never seen his face before. And then after
There'd be a
5
few like that, wouldn't there?
After 5 minutes, he goes, "Oh yeah, Eckhart's Ladder, by the way." And I was like, "You fucking who now?"
What are some of these YouTube people like behind the scenes? Are they a lot of them a bit snobby, or are they just like what you see is what you get with most of them?
To be honest, all of the ones I met were actually really nice.
That's all right.
Surprisingly, there was a few there that I knew that weren't the fondest of me.
Yeah. Oh no, is there
and
beef in the game? Is there?
Yeah, it's YouTube. Everyone's fighting for the views. And there's only so
click-
many to go
clickbait,
around.
stuff
yeah,
like that.
So,
What would people be fighting over? Like the ones that aren't fond of you. Why?
because like when there was that period where COVID took over, and then like it was just hard to stay alive on
Yeah.
YouTube. Everyone was like clickbaiting just to
Scraping
stay
the barrel.
alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was one of them.
And you were one of them. What was your biggest clickbaity video?
I can't even remember off the top of my head, but there was a lot of capital letters in the title. A few arrows.
That's what you got to do to survive, though.
Got to do it. So yeah, but no, we were able to have a joke and a laugh about that, and all the YouTubers there were actually pretty good.
Yeah.
they were really nice.
No,
yeah.
that's all
They're
right.
just normal people.
Yeah.
Normal people.
Any funny stories from the after party, or from the event itself?
Well, from the after party, so I went into the toilet. It was a pretty bougie place. Like there were a few Ferraris and Aston Martins out the front entrance. It was pretty full on. I went to the toilet, and there was a dude in there. I shit you not. His job was to put a towel in your hand after you've washed your hands and like dispense soap into your hand.
Like the movies, like
Yeah,
someone actually
like
stands in the toilet.
movies. I was so excited when I walked out to tell the boys about it, right? And that's when Cameron Monaghan walked in the door. So I was like, I didn't even get to tell my story. It was fucking bullshit. But nah, nothing too crazy apart from the 3 a.m. stumble back to hotel, like pizza in hand.
Oh
Just-
yes,
Oh,
they do some big pizzas over there.
dude.
What
like this.
What was the food like? What did you? Because I noticed when we went to LA a few years ago, everything is just like what it is here, but 10 times the size and with 10 times the amount of cheese on it.
Yeah.
Is that still the case?
That's literally it. Like all the food there is like it's super portioned and it is just like so sweet. Everything is just it's sugar and fake sweetener. Just
It's no surprise they're so big, isn't
dude,
it?
that's what we were saying when we were there. We're like, no wonder everyone here is so fucking fat, man. Like, I got like a small waffle, and I shit you not, it was like the biggest thing you get at Java Hut.
Gross.
You feel bad after everything you eat there.
Gross. I remember when I came back, I remember saying like I've never wanted veggies so much in my life.
Yeah, same. All of us, when we're at the airport, we're all like, can't wait to go home and actually eat food.
Like food. Not like
Yeah, like, because we got a pretzel, and it comes with like this tub of just liquid goo cheese. And it's
just dip in it.
just dip in it.
They probably drink it after as well.
Yeah. Oh, dude, there are a few bellies going around in America.
So aside from that, you did LA. What do you think of that? What do you think of LA as in general?
It's a bit of a shithole, to be honest with you. Like the dichotomy of the human race is on full display there. Like you'll have
both
Ferraris
ends, isn't
going
it? Yeah.
past, and then you'll have a homeless dude on fentanyl run past the street at the same time. It's like
It's one or the other. There's no in between there.
There is no in between. You are either rich or homeless. I
Yeah.
swear to God.
Because I remember, just to go back to when I was there as well, saying we just got told you either just stay to the main bits or you don't go anywhere else.
Yeah. Well, our rep, Steph, she was pretty much the one in charge of just making sure we stay alive. She wouldn't actually go anywhere outside the hotel unless we were with her. She just didn't feel safe. Yeah. It's a pretty pretty crazy place.
Yeah, especially when you hear about all the gun stuff lately.
Yeah,
like,
when we landed in LA, I get my phone up and the first thing I see is that there's been a school shooting. And I was like, fantastic.
Great.
That's going to fill my parents with confidence.
as long as you don't go near schools, you should be all right.
Yeah, just stay away from the schools and you're safe. That's backward.
Where was it? You said you went somewhere else earlier in the year?
I went to Melbourne start of March, I think.
That's right.
For the Game Expo. I'll be honest with you, I had no place being there. I just had a few mates, Jack Buzzer, good friend of mine. He's a pretty big TikToker and he's always on my case about getting to these events.
Yeah.
I finally decided to go, got the VIP treatment, met a shit ton of TikTokers, streamers, YouTubers, and just that alone was worth it.
So what was happening there? Just games, just a general
Yeah,
convention
there was
expo
like an
sort of thing.
Apex Legends tournament going on over there.
Did you jump in?
I didn't. I wasn't invited. I just had to sit up in the VIP, have my free alcohol, and just be there. That was my job.
Any big names there?
Yeah, Trunum, he was there.
Yeah.
Some people might know he's a bit of a big time Apex streamer. I was actually talking away to him. I had no idea that was him either because I hadn't seen his face before. Same situation. That's the problem. There's so many faceless YouTubers out there. You meet them in person, you got no idea they're actually that person.
Because there's a lot of videos you watch, they don't actually have the face in the corner, do they?
So you don't know who you're talking to, and then they introduce themselves, and you're like, all right, so I've been talking to you for the past 10 minutes. All right, cool. So yeah.
And you said a few big nights over there as well for that one as well, didn't you?
Yeah.
From what I heard.
I went toe to toe with a TikToker that stood about 5 feet tall because I was like, he ain't keeping up with me. Mate, it was like 2 a.m. He's still going. He's the Cobb 24. Just take one scroll of his TikTok and you'll see this dude is like this and built like that. And he drunk me under the table.
Really?
Yeah.
Who was it?
Me.
Gotta call him out.
The Cobb 24.
Cobb 24.
The Cobb 24.
Okay. I'll have to look him up.
Yeah.
I'll have to look him up.
He's got some good Peaky Blinders impressions on TikTok.
Interesting.
You like Peaky Blinders?
I do like Peaky Blinders. I was just wondering where all these TikTokers getting invited. Where was our invite to the fucking convention?
Bit of a stitch up, isn't it?
There's a bit of a stitch up. Now, I want to move on. There's a game. You're a listener. You're a good friend of the show. There's a game that we do every few weeks, and just stalling while I find the sound. It is Price is Right. Facebook Marketplace, Price is Right. Now, it'll be so much better when I'll be able to hear that.
Yep. Get the headphones in the new.
I bought a new mixer for everyone listening. I actually pressed the sounds live, but don't have the headphones, so I just have to assume that we pressed the right one there. I could have actually pressed like phone book. That could be Phone Book Millionaire for all we know.
It looked alright on the levels there, so you should be fine.
So this is a game. We just pluck things off Facebook Marketplace, and you just got to guess the price.
Yeah.
So today, and it's a vibe based area. You don't have to get a bang on the cent.
Yeah.
You'll sort of know if you're around the mark. I've got some Star Wars related ones today. So what I do first is I show you the picture, and then you got to sort of like guess what it is, and then I tell you what it is, and you got to guess the price.
All right, let's go.
Item number 1. What do you see here?
Is it a Star Wars chessboard or something?
It is chess, the Star Wars edition. Now,
the Star Wars edition.
The Star Wars edition. Now, I'll go through the description. Brand new collector's piece. Never opened with original tape. Stored away, so it's a little dusty. Neither of my sons are interested in anything Star Wars, and sadly, we don't have any extra space to keep storing it. Located Hillbank. No worries. How much do you reckon?
I feel like it's one of those things that could be like $10 or be like 1,000. So I'll meet in the middle. I'm gonna say about 500.
Wow, you could probably pick up a heap of them. $40. Nowhere near.
Yeah, I was way off, wasn't I? The Hillbank should have given it away.
Hillbank, yeah, the Hillbank residents. They've got some money. No, they don't have some money. That's it. All right, item number 2. What do you see here?
Darth Vader thongs.
Yes. Or flip-flops if you're listening from America. Havaianas. That's a big brand. Star Wars Havaiana thongs, size 11 to 12 USA.
People aren't genuinely putting thongs up on Marketplace, right? Come on.
Used ones.
Used thongs on. Oh my Jesus Christ!
Would you buy used thongs off?
No,
No.
I'd
You're a bit
go to
bit above
JT
that
Surf
these
like
days.
any normal person.
Well, they might not have the limited edition Star Wars
That's
ones
true.
there.
That's true. Limited edition. I'm
Alright.
gonna say $40.
Oh, you're way over again. It's $10.
Jesus.
There's a
I
few
need to spend
bargains.
more time
There's a
on
few.
Marketplace.
You're
I'm
so
done.
out of touch.
I
You're
need-
so out of
I
touch.
am. I've lost touch with the common man.
Oh, that is bad. What are you rocking today? What shoes did you have on? I didn't see.
Just the Connies, mate.
The
Nothing
Connies.
special.
Nothing.
Nice.
They weren't Darth Vader Connies, were they?
Nah, mate. I don't get that far.
All right. Now this is gonna get a bit tougher, or a bit easier. Don't know. Number 3.
Fuck is
What do we
that?
have here?
That's a Snoke mask.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's pretty.
So it's
How you
a
going?
Star Wars Supreme Leader Snoke 1-to-1 cast, custom made in UK.
In the UK.
What does the cast mean?
That's like where they put like a thing over your head and like takes a mold.
Huh?
I'm pretty sure.
But he's
That
not
could be really expensive.
Oh, jeez.
Like it looks kind of shit though.
I'll go through the description. Star Wars Supreme Leader Snoke 1-to-1 cast custom. I acquired this from an English gentleman who purchased this in the UK and subsequently moved to Australia. I don't know who made it. However, the detail is excellent and would definitely suit a collector for display purposes. Shipping available at buyer's expense.
So he's just bought it from a random bloke in the UK.
From a smoke, pet and child-free home.
Nah, that $20. I'm not taking the bait there.
Oh, yes. You're nowhere near again. This is $500.
Fuck, that's a scam.
Would you buy this?
No. No. I wouldn't even buy it for 20.
No, $20. I reckon you would.
Maybe.
You're struggling.
I've genuinely lost touch with the common man.
You're struggling.
You
Yeah,
got
but
the nail on
it's
the
probably
head.
because you haven't been buying anything off
I just
Marketplace.
don't
lately.
go on Facebook ever. I'm like Jazzy. I'm just not a Facebook man.
Oh,
I need to spend more time on there.
it's all right. It's all right. You can pull it back.
I can pull
you
it
can pull it back. There's 2 more to go, I think. All right. Item number 4.
All right.
All right. Now we're talking. What do you see?
That's a baby Yoda Grogu statue. That could be expensive, you know. All right. I think I actually have a decent idea.
This is Hot Toys.
Hot
Grogu,
Toys.
the child, life-size collectible. Final price drop. Looking to sell my life-size 1-to-1 scale, the child Hot Toys limited edition. They always say limited edition.
Limited edition.
Super realistic, hard to find 1-to-1 scale Grogu, immaculately detailed.
If he's brought the price down, I'd say maybe $350.
You're off again.
I'm off again.
You're off again.
I'm,
$700.
I'm halfway there.
Halfway. You could probably get
There
2.
we go. I'll take that.
Two and an arm.
I'm bad at this. Jesus.
But would you? Are these people asking way too much though?
I think they're asking way too
What
much.
is Hot Toys? Is that a brand?
Yeah, I think it's like a thing, like more in America than here. But
Jeez,
Man, I'm
you're on the
struggling
ropes.
now.
You're on the
I'm not
ropes.
good.
You're on the ropes. All right, last one. I reckon you might have a better shot at these because I reckon you know about these. All right, what do you see here?
so they're the Star Wars pop vinyls. Wait, so are we talking all of them?
Yes, this is a collection.
Fuck, I'm gonna have to have a closer inspection.
Don't
here.
swipe because the price is on the next one.
Oh my god, that's just sad.
All right, so
For all of them,
I'm selling my Star Wars Funko Pop vinyl and Pop Soda Boba Fett collection. Includes 17 items as pictured, 3 pops in hard protectors and 3 pops in soft protectors. One of the sodas is a glow chase and the other is a standard. What is a soda glow chase?
I feel
Pop
like I've heard
vinyl.
Chase before.
Are they like the fucking?
I reckon
Are they the
girl
level up?
Brady D might know a bit more about that than me, but I reckon
17 Bobas.
17.
17 in the collection.
I reckon this will be a bit pricey, you know. I'm gonna say about 800 for all of them.
Maybe bump it up a little bit more.
More?
Yeah, I'll let you go. I'll let you go again. Bump it up.
1,500.
Nah, way too much. It's 1,000.
1,000. Mate, I'm just gonna stay off Marketplace forever. I don't know what's a bargain and what's not these days.
Would you buy 17 Boba Fett pop
I
vinyls?
wouldn't buy one.
You have one, don't you?
Oh, probably. I bought one in LA
You could
because
have
it was
one to
from
sit
LA.
there. Yeah,
so
true. 17's a bit of a stretch.
17's a bit much.
Oh, fuck.
That's bad. I'm terrible.
If you had to buy one of them, which would you buy?
I'd probably buy the Cal Kestis one. Not even
is there
none
one
of
of
them
those?
that are there, but I'd buy it just because I've met the actor. That's literally the only reason.
Oh, so they're the sodas. They come with like a can or something.
Oh, that's all right.
That's not too bad.
Get that for the bar.
Yeah, I might have to buy one myself. What about the Fongs? You wouldn't buy the Fongs?
No chance. I'm not buying secondhand shoes off.
All right, so I'll take out my offer that I put in before.
Yeah, you better.
Moving on. Since I got you in here, it's always a hot debate amongst Star Wars people. What do you think of the Star Wars community?
It's the best and worst thing about what I do.
Pretty toxic?
Pretty toxic, but it can be pretty good too.
But a lot of people debate movie lists, series lists,
Yep.
and no one's is ever really the same, I don't reckon, besides maybe like ones at the pointy end.
Yeah.
So I've got you to give, I want you to give me your top five. Your top five combined movies and series of Star Wars.
I came prepared.
Very good.
It's going to be pretty difficult. So top five.
About time someone
I'm
came
just
prepared
I'm
around
going to
here.
group the original trilogy all together because that just would take up 3 of the 5 spots. That's
Okay,
cheating.
yeah,
That's cheating.
that's right.
Make it a little interesting. So at number 5, I've got The Mandalorian. The
Yes.
jury's out on that though because season 3 is shit so far.
But
You haven't seen it yet.
I haven't seen it yet. I've been banking them up
Yeah.
because I'd canned Disney Plus because they were pissing me off.
Yeah, that's fair.
Season 1, that sort of just changed it all, didn't it?
Yeah, it was actually good. It was nice
Yeah.
to actually have something good come out with Star Wars.
Pedro.
Pedro,
He's
the
great.
boy, The Last of Us. We enjoyed that as well, and Game of Thrones as well.
There's a bit about
Yeah.
a few of those shows coming up later.
Well, I'm excited about that. I love my Game of Thrones.
So Mandalorian, which season's better?
I'll say season 2. I'll say season
like
2.
it.
But season 3 is shit. I'm sorry.
It's got Lizzo and Jack Black in it. I heard.
Don't even
No.
don't even go there. You'll get me going and get me pissed off.
All right, moving on.
All right, so number 4, I've got the Clone Wars TV show. You've seen that as well.
Yes, I have seen the Clone Wars.
Yeah, that's
Everyone
pretty
loves
good.
that.
Talk
Talk to me about Clone Wars.
Though, let's be honest.
Some fillers.
There's some filler episodes, but the good stuff's really good. Number 3, Andor. I know you like
Andor.
as well.
I liked Andor.
Yeah, it's nice actually having Star Wars that actually feels like it's made for people above 5 years old.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Because it's not just lightsaber go swing.
No, it's scheming, it's plotting, it's character, it's story. It's nice. It's refreshing.
The prison bit,
Prison
great.
bit, so good.
With what's his name?
Andy Serkis.
Andy
I
Serkis.
can't remember the character.
Is he still alive?
Yeah.
You reckon?
I read somewhere he's coming back for season 2.
Oh, great.
So, yeah.
Because he jumped out and he couldn't swim.
Yeah. They're filming season 2 now, and I'm pretty sure he's in the mix.
I reckon that last episode of Andor, I reckon that was great.
That was so good. It's like, and there's people out there on the internet that are like, it's boring. It's like,
Yeah, they probably watched like 2 episodes of it.
no, they're the kind of people, they're like you, they go on TikTok and they're like, oh, that's good. Then they actually have to watch something on 20 seconds. They start screaming. Yeah.
Not like me, mate. Don't bring me into this. Don't fucking bring me into this. Number 2.
Number 2, I've got just all the original trilogy movies. I've grouped them together.
Whoa.
That's there's a few people who'd be pissed off about that.
This sounds controversial. So the original trilogy does not go number 1. Why is that?
Well, I'm just going to say it now because Revenge of the Sith is just better.
It's
just better.
So that's just your number 1.
Number 1 is Revenge of the Sith. It's mate.
That's the best Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
That's the best piece of Star Wars content.
I'm not going to sit here and say that it's a better film than the other 3 because it's just not. Objectively, it's not.
Yes.
But it's
iconic.
It's like I love it. It's so good.
Are we gonna get some angry messages?
Oh yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, mate. I'm here. I'm just here. You're gonna get them anyway. It's gonna be great.
So that's why those people in America they were getting shitty at you just for existing because you say shit like this.
Yeah.
No, I do like Revenge of the Sith.
It's pretty good.
Whole end act
so
on Mustafa.
That's
fun.
Not bad.
Trust me, I'm across it.
Not
Don't
bad,
even
not
worry
bad.
about it. So that's your top 5.
That's my top 5.
What was it?
So number 5, Mandalorian. Number 4, The Clone Wars. Number 3 rather, Andor. Number 2, original trilogy. Number 1, Revenge of the Sith.
Okay. So, what just missed out? What do you think of the Obi-Wan series?
All right. So I thought there's one scene in it which is like 10 out of 10, perfect.
The scene,
cracked mark. The best thing that I think Disney's ever done. But I didn't watch Obi-Wan Kenobi to watch that bloody Reva, what's her name, for 6 episodes.
Oh, yeah.
That's not what I came for, mate. Come on.
You just wanted a big nostalgia trip.
I did, and I didn't get it. So I wasn't very happy.
That's all right. Rebels doesn't make the list.
Nah, it's just outside.
That's right.
I don't mind Rebels.
What one's coming up are you excited for? Because there's the Ahsoka series soon.
The Ahsoka series is probably number 1.
And they just said something about a new trilogy coming up.
No, it's not a trilogy. It's a new Rey movie. Solo film.
Wasn't there 3 of them?
That's what I said. But apparently it wasn't enough. So they're going back to it.
No, but didn't they say there's 3 coming up? Or only
3 films overall. And James Mangold's making a like going back to the beginning of time in the Star Wars universe, and he's making one from there.
That'll be cool.
So yeah,
they should
that'll be right.
As we keep saying, I think I've said it to you all the time. They just need to start fresh with a new era, don't they?
Yeah, like I've said it a few times over the past few weeks in the group chat as well. Star Wars is shit.
No one hates Star Wars more than Star Wars fans, do they?
Yeah, like don't get me wrong, I like Star Wars and I've got a channel around it. I've built a living around it, but it is probably about number 4 in the pecking order. I'm not gonna lie.
What's your pecking order? What do you love the most?
Mate, Harry Potter's probably above Star Wars, and then probably Game of Thrones above that.
Yeah.
I haven't really put much thought into it.
That's okay. That's all right. All right. I've got some questions about both those series coming up.
All right, yeah.
But that's enough about Star Wars for now. We've had enough.
Yeah.
No more Star
Wars.
I've had enough too. You alluded before, and I reckon we mentioned it last time we did the pod like a year ago. Yeah. You were just starting that, or you had it up and going, but you were just getting into that other channel.
Oh, yeah.
That channel seems to be going better than the Star Wars channel now. So just in case one big channel wasn't enough, you just decided to go make another. Tell us about that.
So I had that channel like just on the side for a while, and I just dumped whatever videos on there. And if it worked out, it worked out. If it didn't, it didn't. No big deal. But then halfway through last year, I was just like so done with Star Wars that I was like, I'm going to take my other channel seriously. And I did for one video. Yeah. Took it seriously just one time and it blew up.
So what's this channel about?
It's just about movies, just like getting in depth on the films for like 20, 30
Movie
minutes.
overload?
Movie overload, yeah.
And it just like video essays?
Just like video essays talking about movies. And
you're not pigeonholing yourself in Star Wars?
No, covering everything. I've done a bit of Game of Thrones, a bit of Star Wars.
I noticed there's a few hot takes on there. You're like having a big hot take. So I've got something I want to do.
All right.
I want to read you some of your video titles.
Yeah.
And then I just want to get you a quick summary.
Yeah.
Quick opinion. Maybe ask a few questions about it.
All right, here we go.
The failure of Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Was Game of Thrones a failure?
Mate, you saw season 8 very recently. You know it is. Yeah.
You hate it?
I hate it. I could go all day.
Go for a bit.
All right. It's fucking ridiculous. That's what it is. I didn't spend 7-8 years of my life to just have it wrap up like that. I felt betrayed. My time.
So it's just the ending. Is it just the last season, or was it just the last 2 episodes of the last season?
The first 4 seasons of Game of Thrones are a masterpiece.
Yeah,
nothing comes close. And then you get 5 and 6. It tapers off a little bit. 7 was pretty fucking stupid, but it was really entertaining. 8 was just the worst thing I've ever seen.
See, I had the benefit of only starting it a few months ago. I'd never watched Game of Thrones. So I was like, and I reckon you were hassling me. So I was like, whatever, I did it, and it was kind of a bit slow, but it wasn't. I didn't mind because I could just smash the whole thing out. I reckon I would have been really grumpy if I had to wait a year between some of those seasons where nothing happened.
There is a strong correlation between people who waited as the show came out and not liking the ending than people who just picked it up now.
Because it took Daenerys 8 years to walk across, or 8 seasons to walk across one desert, and then just come across to Westeros, and then just fucked it all up in 3 episodes.
Yep. Yeah, that was because the writers were going to be working on Star Wars, and they wanted to put.
So they just wrapped it up pretty quickly.
They wrapped it up, and then they got sacked from the Star Wars project.
Yeah, why'd they get sacked? Was it just because the ending was so bad, or
Nah, I think that's something to do with creative differences with Disney. But like, still, that's just karma, isn't it?
Yeah,
like, cop that.
Next one. Why the MCU is falling apart / why She-Hulk is everything wrong with the MCU. Why MCU Phase 4 sucked. Why MCU is dying. Is it fair to say you're critical of the Marvel Cinematic Universe?
Very fair. One of those went viral. So like the first one I uploaded was why the MCU was falling apart.
Yeah.
That's at like 3 million now.
Yeah, 3.2 when I checked today.
Fucking ridiculous. So I was like, all right, so
how do I drag out MCU content?
Yeah, like, well, it wasn't necessarily that. Like, there's always new stuff coming out, but like,
see, I never really got into it. The Marvel stuff. Why is it dead, falling apart, dying?
There's just no creative like anything anymore. It's just like
from
off the factory line. That's all it is.
As someone who never really got into like the superhero movies, that's something I noticed when I watched them. It's bad man wants to destroy the world. Yeah. Good man in a cape saves it.
It's a dying genre, let's be honest.
I guess you could say that about a lot of movies though, but I don't know. A lot of people get into it.
Yeah, but a lot of those like videos, it's purely like I'll be talking about one film in particular, but I'll mention MCU specifically because it talks a broader project. Like, because you need to like think of it like search engine optimization stuff. The things I've learned over years on YouTube.
You keep it broad.
Keep it broad. Don't like put yourself in a corner.
Yeah.
So that's how you get shit to go viral.
Why The Last of Us is perfect. How The Last of Us ended video game curse for good.
Yeah.
Is The Last of Us the best video game adaptation?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. You enjoyed it a lot.
I liked it.
Yeah. I thought there was one problem with it. It was the pacing was a little off. It went a little fast. Apart from that, it was really good.
That could have been a show where you could see, like, those like 20 ep seasons and stuff like that. But it would have been a money thing, wouldn't it? How much they spend doing that sort of stuff.
Yeah, probably. Like, it was not a cheap show to make. So
would have been up there, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would have been up there. I think it was like up there with Game of Thrones budget. So it was pretty high. But like, I played through both the games at the end of last year, so I was like primed and ready.
Yeah.
And it was hitting everything it needed to for me. So
is season 2 going to be as poorly received as number 2, the game?
Probably. Yeah. I like the second game, but there is some shit in there that is going to, you know what the internet's like.
Oh, you already knew what it was like after this season when they had the episode of Frank and Bill and Frank that just got review bombed just for them simply being gay. Yeah, what did you think of that episode? I thought it was a good episode.
I thought it was a masterpiece, dude. I thought it was. So there are people out there that need help. I'll just leave it at that.
What are some other video game adaptations? Some of the best ones, some of the worst ones.
Well, one of the worst ones is also one of my favorite, Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
You were involved in this, weren't you?
So no, I was very close to working on the Mortal Kombat movie that was going to be made in Adelaide a couple of years ago.
Yep.
Didn't pan out, but got really close, knew a few people who did. So
what about? So that's one of the worst ones, you reckon? Why do you reckon it was so bad?
Oh, not the one made here. The one that was made here was actually pretty good, ish. But the one that came out the year I was born in 97, that is, if any of you have seen Mortal Kombat Annihilation, it is dog shit. It's so bad.
But the one that was made here was really good.
Yeah. Well, the bad one, you can see the green screen clipping on characters.
Oh, no.
You know a bit about that. You've been doing this Photoshop thing.
I'm all over it. Don't you worry about it.
Yeah. It's terrible.
What about some of the better adaptations? Can you think of any other good ones?
Yeah. Sonic's not too bad. Mario Brothers, not too bad. The new one that just came out, it's all right.
Except he doesn't sound Italian though.
I mean, it's Chris Pratt playing an Italian plumber, so that's a bit weird, but it's actually not bad.
I thought we couldn't swap out characters that aren't who they're supposed to be, and now the Italians are getting screwed by Chris Pratt.
Cancelled.
No, I was just saying, Chris Pratt's done the Italians dirty there.
Yeah, well. Well, mum's side of the family is Italian, so I think I've got.
Yeah, you can be outraged.
I can take a bit of anger in it, but I thought it was fine. I don't care.
It just sounds
alright.
it sounds weird. But that dude who does the original Mario is still getting around.
Yeah, he's still alive, isn't he?
Yeah, I saw a video of him pop up on TikTok today. Why didn't they just get him to do it?
Pissed if I was him. I'd be.
He'd probably getting a cut. He'd be getting a cut.
Oh yeah, he'd be getting a little slice of that pie for sure.
All right. The failure of the Harry Potter franchise.
Yeah. So
Explain.
that video. I'm not proud of that video.
Oh no.
I had a sponsor come in and ruin that video for me. Like J.K. Rowling.
Yeah.
She's topical
Yeah.
for reasons.
Yep.
And I had to cut pretty much all of that out. And it took like a third of the video away. So I had to Frankenstein it together to meet a deadline. And then the sponsor pulled out anyway. So I was just left with this fucked video. I couldn't
This
recover
half
the rest.
video.
So I
and what,
just
you
put it
just
out.
deleted the rest of it? You couldn't get it back?
Yeah, I couldn't
or
get it back. So I just put that video out, and I
So-
mean, it did well.
Yeah.
I think it's got a few 100,000 views or something. But
So did they say, the sponsor say, if you just talk about J.K. Rowling, we won't?
it was more like touching on social and political
Yeah.
issues, and if you do that, they don't want to buy of it because that's just not in line with their brand. So I won't say who it is.
fucking
I won't
pricks.
out them, but
Oh, you can
Yeah.
if you want. No, that's right. Was the Harry Potter franchise a failure?
all right. So that's the other thing. That's the search engine optimization thing.
Okay.
It was more about Fantastic Beasts being a failure.
Yeah.
But
Well, that's
Harry
that's the
Potter-
franchise as a whole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, there were a few people in the comments that went, Harry Potter wasn't a failure. It was
Yeah.
like, it was
Did you watch
Fantastic
the
Beasts.
video?
Yeah.
That's what I said.
I was like, so yeah, it was one of those
Was
things where
it
it's like
not
trying
in-
to appeal to a broader
Yeah.
audience, but not just because Fantastic Beasts, no one gives a
Not
fuck.
into
no one
it?
gives a shit. No one cares. You make a video on that, no one's gonna care.
True.
You
weren't
you
into
put the Harry Potter name in the title, and
Oh,
the
yeah.
SEO just picks that up, and it's like, yeah, good to go.
Maybe I'll call this one Harry Potter or
Yeah,
something.
just get all those keywords in there. Yeah,
So you weren't into Fantastic Beasts?
no.
Hated that.
First one's okay.
And then
The
Johnny
others are
Depp
dog shit.
pulls out as well. It gets
Yeah.
even worse.
There was that as well. Sponsors didn't like
Oh,
me talking about him.
Fuck these sponsors,
I know, it
man.
was terrible. So yeah, that was a.
What do you think of the new series they're talking about?
What are they talking about?
New Harry Potter
Oh,
series. Each book's going to be a season or something.
Yeah, I think it's stupid. It's
God,
it's so dumb.
What?
Man. It's been 10 years. That's
how lazy are some of these people if they just have to reboot things that are
some of
10 years old?
like. Oh mate, you're gonna get me going. You are,
That's why you're here for.
dude. Hollywood is so lazy. They're so lazy. Everything's just cash grabs.
There's some of your titles. That's all right. You got out of that all right.
Yeah, that could have been worse for me. I reckon.
I think so. Talk to me about the future, mate. Say we're sitting here again in 12 months.
Yeah.
Well, it might even be sooner because I haven't got a co-host. What? And I asked you before, what was your last 12 months about? If you're going to sit here in 12 months again and say, what was your last 12 months about? What's going to happen?
Probably going to be more of the same, to be honest.
Yeah.
More opportunities coming up because COVID's sort of pissed off.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Are you still going to try and juggle the two channels?
Yeah, well, actually,
What's going to take priority?
I hired my first editor just yesterday.
Whee.
So, I'll be able to balance them a lot easier. So, I want to take both of them and run with it.
So you might have time for a third channel.
Might do. I actually am starting a third one.
Oh, fuck's sake. What is it?
It's a clips channel.
Oh, yeah,
It's
okay.
short form content because, I've got a million people on my case about TikTok all the time. So
Yeah.
I think I might just shut
Well, the
them up.
problem with TikTok is spend so many hours editing and you don't get paid in Australia.
Yeah.
So it's just fucking
So
does my
I'll
head
do
in.
the clips, but I'll do it on YouTube because you do get paid. for
YouTube Shorts, I reckon there's a future in YouTube Shorts.
that. Yeah, definitely.
Because YouTube is such a big company. It's not going to go anywhere.
Yeah, it's not going
TikTok could drop over any minute with this China stuff.
Yeah. But nah, I've legit hired an editor to pretty much control my clips channel for me.
That's
So,
right.
Yeah.
Because you'd be juggling that and you're still juggling uni as well.
Yeah.
What course you doing? Film?
Film and television. So yeah.
How's that
I've
going?
still got a year
Made
on
any movies yet?
Done some stuff that was in Shang-Chi and Cruella. So
Your name was in the
yeah, in the
credits.
in the credits of Shang-Chi, you'll see my name.
I reckon we said that last year. I reckon I said I was going to have a look and I still didn't do
you
it.
still haven't done it. No, that's
Maybe,
bullshit.
maybe I'll watch it tonight. What's it on? Disney.
Disney, yeah.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Any more events this year? What else?
I think I've got PAX in Melbourne in a few months. Apart from that, it's pretty breezy.
Europe? Any Europe trips?
No,
Weren't you supposed to do one that got canned?
oh yeah, I was supposed to do a lot of things in the past few years that got canned. But yeah, I think anything that does come up in the next 12 months is going to be pretty heavily NDA'd, so I'm not going to be able to say much. But Japan, 2025. So
Japan 2025.
Yeah,
What's happening there?
Star Wars Celebration.
That's right.
So got a bunch of the YouTubers and
Try and get a +1 and I'll come.
yeah. Well, I think there's only about 6 of us going. So
Cool.
The
I'll
crew
be
can
7.
expand.
You got to make sure you take your hat.
I did. I took the Heaps About Nothing hat with me to LA.
Yeah.
I had a few YouTubers mention it to me, be like, "Yo, you do a podcast?" And I was like, "Nah, mates do." So the name's out there.
The name is out there. Another mate came and picked up. I printed out like 100 QR codes,
Yep.
right, on like stickers. I gave them to a mate. He went over he's in Hawaii, and he got over there and did his first sticker. I got the notification that someone scanned it, but then I got a thing. Oh, you have to pay $40 a month to activate this QR code.
What?
And I was like, what the
You gotta
fuck?
pay money to
I didn't
activate
realize. I
QR
thought QR codes were free.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Maybe I did it on some dodgy site.
Probably, more than likely.
Maybe. So how long you got to go on this film course?
So I've got a year. I've been spacing it out because I've got the YouTube.
You've been doing it
thing
for like
there.
10 years.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've got the YouTube thing there, so I'm like, I'm not really in a rush.
Yeah.
So I've just, and like, if I do like a full course of uni per semester and YouTube, I will literally die.
Yeah,
Like,
true.
There is no time for
Maybe you could hire someone to do your uni for
Uni,
you.
yeah.
That would be all right.
That'd be nice. I'm so sick of it.
Any indie films coming up, working on anything? No.
No, not that I know about. I'm a bit boring on that aspect at the moment because I'm not really doing many subjects.
Here's a big question for you. Will Port Adelaide win the flag?
Yes.
Premiership, AFL
Yes.
Premiership.
No.
How'd you go last night? You were there.
Yeah, I was at the game. It pissed down. Oh, it was probably like one of the worst conditions I've ever seen for a footy game. But we got the win. That's all that matters. And didn't punch any Bulldog supporters. So,
Ken Hinkley, the coach,
yeah.
he's split down the middle. A lot of people hate him or love him. Well, are you a Ken out or Ken in?
3 weeks ago, I was Ken out.
Oh, that all changes.
I don't know, mate. After the game last night, he went up to Jason Horne-Francis and gave him a good talking to because he was copping a bit of stick from the crowd.
Yeah. They were booing him.
Uncalled for. They were booing him. Like, why? So yeah, that got some brownie points back for Kenny for me.
That's all right. And is it true you were spotted at a Crows game on Thursday night?
I was an undercover
so they're the
Ball
rivals.
supporter in a Carlton scarf. So it didn't work out for me very well. Blues got absolutely smashed.
And what'd you do? You went and bought a Carlton scarf from a shop.
I did.
What'd you do with it?
I gave it to Jazzy H.
How far into the game?
Quarter time. I gave
was
up
pretty
a quarter
grim.
time. My Carlton career lasted for about half an hour.
And if you do follow us on TikTok or Instagram, as we put up a video at the game, we just got a few interviews of some of the Crows fans on the hill. And the dude filming it was actually you, Geordie.
It was.
And you do film at uni.
Yep.
And you've still managed to get your finger over the camera for one of the clips.
I'm used to using these $5,000 to $10,000 massive cameras, and then I've got to do it with an iPhone, and I leave the finger up over the lens.
So if I send that to your teacher, what's he going to say?
Yeah, probably not be very happy with me. 40 grand in debt at uni to keep the finger across the camera.
Oh my God, that is pretty sad.
One of the bloke's answers, who's going to win the premiership? Darcy Fogarty.
Darcy Fogarty. How funny is that?
That's so good.
I was hoping that clip was going to do better. I reckon I uploaded
surprised
it.
it didn't.
I think it's because I uploaded it during the day. I wanted to get it in before the footy started, but then...
And you niched to Australia.
Yeah, I know. Anything else you want to say while you're here?
No, I reckon that's about it. Hopefully I wasn't too insufferable taking Jazzy's place for this week. So
Yeah, that's all right.
hopefully that's all right.
Nothing you want to say to your fans, to our fans?
No.
Oh, if you want to see more of Geordie's content, you can get him on YouTube at TheOzzyJedi and Movie Overload.
Yeah.
And he's on Twitter as well.
Twitter, Instagram.
Both those accounts, Twitter.
Yeah, I think it's all under the same name. So
all under the same name. So if you want him, you can find us. You can find him. Find us at Heaps About Nothing, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. Like us all there. Mate, cheers for coming on.
No worries.
I can get out of here.
It was fun.
All right. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.